We've got tariffs. We haven't got tariffs. Yes, we have got tariffs. No, we haven't got tariffs. This game is getting a bit boring now, guys. But what is the reason for the game and what is the impact behind Trump threatening the EU, threatening Canada, threatening all of these countries with tariffs? It's to bring manufacturing back to the US, guys. But he needs to send a signal to the Fed. This is the signal that he's sending to the Fed. We need to pull the markets down. We need to make the markets weak. We need to refinance our debt. The world needs to refinance their debt. The dollar needs to look weak. The world needs to look strong. But before he can send that signal, he needs to drop the market in any way he can. So we're going to talk about the impact of tariffs, why the next couple of days could be the important couple of days that could really reset the market, guys. We could get a nasty crash in the next couple of days. So we're going to go through step by step what I'm expecting, how you can protect yourself, and what's to come next. Seriously, guys, when something happens time and time and time again, did we expect anything different? We had 3 days of green, guys. We had lots of bullish news at the start of the week. We had hopium. This was going to be the start of the alt season. Of course, what happens? Tariff announcement, market pulls back. Now, there's a method behind Mr. Trump's madness. No matter whether he's the president, whether it's someone else that's the president, guys, they need one thing. They need to send a signal to the Fed. They need to send a signal for him to bring interest rates down. Why do they need to bring interest rates down? Because of the world economy. They need to refinance their debt, to prop up their stock markets, to put money into their economy, to make the world look good. With that propped up money, guys, it'll keep being printed and it'll keep being printed until one thing happens. The whole world is over leveraged and everything will come crashing down. But in the meantime, guys, we're in this position. We come away from the gold standard. When we went on to the dollar as the reserve currency, one thing happened, guys. We could put more money into circulation. When they put more money into circulation, that devalues their currency and they've got nothing to peg it against, guys. Remember, stable coins, they're pegged against dollars, they're pegged against lots of different assets. Remember, guys, when you're looking at cryptocurrencies, they can be pegged against certain things to keep and prop up their value. When you look at the dollar now, guys, you look at the dollar, it is a piece of paper, guys. It is propped up by certain things, but it's a piece of paper that could be completely inflated. They can issue new bonds. They can issue new bonds. The rich can buy the bonds. When the rich buy the bonds, guess what? The countries and the governments are in the pockets of the rich. Completely digressed then. Sorry, guys. So, why does Trump need to send a signal to the Fed and why is it so important? And what impact is this having on the markets? And what can we expect going into the next couple of days? Because we've got one thing. We've got the month end, guys. We need to be careful of the month end. You could get a crash at the end of the month. We've got another thing, 2nd of April. That's when the tariffs are due to be implemented. Now, one of two things could happen here, guys. Trump could get a promise from all of these countries that they're going to bring in manufacturing into the US. Whether they do it immediately, that's another thing, or whether they do it gradually over a period of time. Probably the latter. If they do it gradually over a period of time, then they'll probably negotiate trade deals in the meantime because of the promise that they're going to bring that manufacturing into the US. So that'll calm the economy for a short period of time. But he's trying to get these deals. But in the meantime, he's also he's crashing the market and crashing the market. And the reason why he's crashing the market, remember, guys, Trump is a businessman. What do businessmen want? Strong economies, money going into the economy, liquidity going into the economy. He wants the stock markets to look good. He wants crypto to look good. But for that to happen, guys, they need new money. Not just the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, China, everybody needs new money. For them to have new money, they need a good refinancing deal. For them to have a good refinancing deal, they need one thing. They need Jerome Powell to drop that frigging interest rate and do it quick. For him to do that, guys, there needs to be a weak market. So that's what we're getting the tariffs for. World's shaking at the moment, guys. The world is shaky at the moment. And each time that we get an implementation of the tariffs, you can see that the market's in a downtrend, the market's dropping. And this is just Bitcoin, guys. It goes in hand with the traditional markets as well. So be careful over the next few days, guys. Don't start taking any major positions. Do not do leverage over the next few days. The market's going to be volatile. It's going to be undecided. We don't know what's going to happen on the 2nd of April. Is it going to have a big impact on the market? Or is something going to change where last minute they will negotiate the deals? So that's what we're looking for in the next couple of days. So Bitcoin has just dropped a key level. Bitcoin's just dropped this 38.2% retracement. That is sitting at $86,000, guys. The big big number that Bitcoin needs to take out is $95,000. Once Bitcoin starts taking out the $95,000 mark, then we start looking at new all-time highs. And when we start looking at new all-time highs, that's when the rotation of capital will occur. That's when Total 3 will start putting in new highs. And when Total 3 puts in new highs, guess what? That's when my position is going to start scaling out over an 8 to 10 week period, guys. And if the alt season lasts for 20 weeks, what happens? If I take mine out between 8 and 10 weeks, what happens, guys? I trade the hell out of the second half of it. I don't care with a smaller amount of capital. I want to make sure that I bank along the way, guys. And that's what's going to catch people out. Once we break and once we close above Total 3, that's when the new money's going to come in. And when the new money's going to come in, guys, they've bought above this level here. That's where we want to be scaling out from our building position. Once you've got a break, once you've got a close of Total 3. So the next couple of metrics that we need to look at, guys, and this is what we need to look at over the next couple of days because it's going to impact on tariff news and it's going to be impacted on tariff implementation on the 2nd. So a weak dollar. And you can see that we've got a strong dollar today. We've got a strong USDT dominance. Are we going to come back up and test this 61% retracement from this previous high here? And are we going to double top at this level, reject at this level, and then come back down here? In an ideal scenario, that's exactly what's going to happen. We look at the Dixie next, guys. The Dixie's already front run the USDT. The Dixie's already shown us that the dollar is really getting weak. And that's the impact that Trump's had, guys. So we've got a weak dollar. We've got a weak Dixie. USDT dominance potentially is going to go up and retest the 618 as a double top and then pull back. We've got the Bitcoin dominance, which is undecided. It's looking up like it's going to test the high again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. This thing needs to pull down. Once this thing pulls down, the DXY pulls down, the USDT dominance pulls down, Bitcoin rallies, then you'll see that surge in the USDT, it's surge in Total 3 and a surge in the crypto market that we're all been waiting for. Right, okay, guys, if you did find that useful, let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next, and I'll see you in the next one.